Well, it's your boy Ultimate back at it again. I'm reacting to a new hero from Honor. That costume right there looks like the Orochi from the story mode. The back, I forgot his name. Kenzo?
過去を守るか未来のために戦うか天国を目指すか地獄への道を歩むか
Interesting, some type of ritual.
信念は皆の心の中にある
Interesting. Costumes, of course.
そして与えられたものもある
Why is she giving that vibe of Ghost of Tsushima baby girl? A little bit. She gave a vibe just because the wrap around her face. That what type of vibe she's giving me. More costumes and the execution. That was nice. That was nice.
それは選び適用する能力
Okay, apparently they got tattoos, of course. Is that a feat? That's one interesting feat. Bro, I swear this is so... Look, he even gave him the damn Kenzo move out of the story mode. He looked exactly like him. I forgot the damn Orochi's name, the villain. But yeah, he looks every spit of him, just with a long sword and, you know, differently. That costume. Bro, that costume, every spit of that character from Orochi. The Orochi main villain from the For Honor story mode.
Here we go. Kyoshin, two-hit character. Basic
moves,
heavy opener,
feats,
light superior block opener, and you'll see undodgeable on the finishers.
I kind of feel too long, guys,
but you know,
me, I'm still.
We tried to dodge and got right there by the
do some
the
reactions and try to, you know,
exactly
put some content on the channel.
for Shinobi after that.
I'm gonna do my best
but,
to, you know, kind of conversate a little bit. So yeah.
And here we're gonna see the scabbard melee within Chain.
Do my best, guys. Do my best.
You have the ability to, as your second hit, to a melee move, you can follow with a free light, basically.
Outside of stance.
Here's sprint heavy, which also goes into a chain.
Battle mode, excuse me.
Unsheath your sword while running and slash slash out, and then you have all your chain options after that.
I love the combination of like a sword and scabbard because I mean I've seen a lot of samurai kind of use that fighting style because usually, you know, if you have a sword, that's like the main thing that you use, but using the actual like its holster for it is it adds really interesting dynamic to the hero that I really appreciate as someone who enjoys like samurais and stuff like that. So
it's I mean I love that too. It's like that fantasy of like unsheathing it to like slash as you exit a sprint. That's super cool. And then we see it used as the melee in mid chain, and we also see it for defensive like blocks and parries and stuff like that. So it gets its use out.
Absolutely beautiful. All right,
running attack.
What do we have next here? We're going into
so
dodge.
You can run and go into
dodge mode.
Everyone needs some ability to either move forward and close distance, or kind of dodge sideways to get out of
dodge heavies.
You know, trouble, group fights and attacks and so on. So let's see what these look like. They also serve as chain openers, so you can go into your second hit or your scabbard hit from anything, basically. There you see it going into finishers, and I think we'll see it into the melee here. Yep, exactly. It's a bit basic, but it does a use. You're going to use it, I promise you.
Basic, but incredibly effective.
Yes. And then, of course, you start your pressure, so that's important too. Okay, so let's get a little crazier, eh?
Yeah, let's get into some of like the bread and butter kind of like combos. We're starting to get to the really sick stuff. But let's go ahead and talk about some dodge melees that the Kyoshin will have.
You're gonna have to open up your opponent. This is a good way of doing it. Dodge forward kick is what we're about to see.
I love the animation on this. Like again, like I'm like a kid in the candy store right now, just watching these videos because I really appreciate this kind of like fighting style. So
I mean, it's smooth. That little arc of the foot is super cool. it goes into a light, and then you can chain from there. So as you see in that second one, it's a dodge forward kick, light, scabbard hit, light finisher. You're going to be using that to open people up. So yeah, enjoy.
It's great. So like, yeah,
It
let's
look like
get
it's
to,
a
let's now
quick,
get to
you
the
know,
down stance,
kick,
which is
in a way.
this is a little
Down
this is quite
stance.
special. I when we were kind of I saw it a little bit earlier, but I'm happy to Jesus. I want to hear you talk
Which
about
is
this. I'm so excited. I can't even talk.
I forgot the
So
Orochi's
please,
name.
save me.
Is it Kage?
Okay, so here's where we get really cool. I mean, like that down stance, that twirl is sick. It goes into
wow.
You can choose a heavy, you can choose a light, or you can choose a zone as kind of an offensive poke.
Similar to Kensei's when it comes to his top lights.
Fujin cuts.
That's what it looks like.
If you land any of these attacks, and those are ultra enemy hit, light.
And it's all tops.
That are all free.
It's all top lights.
Down sense heavy, down sense light, or down sense.
He went to right up. He went to right.
It's also a really good way to
side
kind
light,
of
side up, side right.
just confuse your opponent because they don't know where they're going to come on the side, they're going to come on the top. You know, it's one of those things that you can really use to kind of confuse your opponent, even for a split second. And you know,
exactly, like the light comes from the right, the zone comes from the left, the heavy comes from the top. That'll be neat in group fights. And then the other part you're getting at, I think, is like you kind of lock him in place a little bit with that light Fujin cut bit. So that's a good time for teammates to show up and give him a smack as well.
You know, it's definitely like a time waster, just a little bit, especially if you're on a point, you need like some extra some help. You know, that kind of little thing with just freezing. Like I said, even just
definitely that move.
Kind of,
definitely from that Orochi.
Really used for you to take the advantage in that fight. So
so good to do.
I never thought that they didn't put it on this character.
I do appreciate
but after seeing the costume,
superior block.
Yeah.
Let's talk.
I think
about
I might.
Yep, we talked about being defensive. Now. So here we're going to show a variety of ways that you can superior block on this character. Let's check it out.
Kyoshin hero. He's on the 22nd.
Superior block light.
So he's available on July 22nd, ladies and gentlemen. So today's date is July 15th. So yeah.
Down stance heavy, down stance light, or down stance zone on block as well.
Wow.
And it gives you
just cancel that, or
and it's slightly faster as well. In the case where you superior block.
Ooh, unfortunate.
Execution from the trailer, of course.
Is not happy there.
Yeah, I hate to see it.
And then here, this is Fujin
Force. Ooh, nice.
So basically, when you're allowed to do the Fujin cuts, you could do a Fujin Force, which is a heavy instead. It has superior block on all three directions. And so what you saw in those two videos there, we'll loop back.
His character is going to be very defensive.
Means you can do
with that move.
Down heavy, let's say.
Straight up Kage this shit up, dude.
Fujin Force and defend yourself from incoming attacks and hit somebody. Or you can do Fujin cut, Fujin Force, or you can do Fujin cut, Fujin Force. You can basically, if you're allowed to Fujin cut, you can Fujin Force.
Right in the neck too.
It's super. I mean, I thought the Fujin cuts feel good to pull off.
Wow.
This thing feels
even if he missed, he can still do a counter attack.
I was just about to say that. I noticed that with
wow,
this
character,
you're not necessarily locked into doing that entire kind of chain. You know, you can like feint out of it.
Damn, it's like you're making it much worse on your friend teammate if you keep hitting him.
All that more dangerous, really.
Because keep in mind that move is
your
quick
opponent
as hell.
doesn't know whether you're going to follow through or you're going to come with a
team just keep
superior block and
hitting him with that move continually while he's aiming at him.
Very versatile in fights.
Yes, it really limits how you can be interrupted. I mean, they can take a risk and throw a light or a heavy or something at you, but you might be able to not just wreck them with it, but like, you know, we'll see what's cool about superior block a bit later on as well. So there's options with this, which is really. You can master this character, and you can really show your creativity and your stuff on this, and that's what I love.
Oh yeah, he got a superior armor.
And
pay attention to that. You saw his little, where swords goes, it lights up.
My alley, but let's go ahead and talk about down stance.
It's similar to Kensei's when his blade lights up when he dodge or he up dash, up dash.
It's just a bunch of options.
Similar to Warlord when he's attacked,
a little bit
his shield lights up
from
when he's attacking.
To down stance. On your miss recoveries of chains, you can go into down stance, that kind of thing. So you'll find a couple ways
Jesus
where
Christ,
I
dude,
missed my attack. Actually, I can go to down stance the same way that like
Mega so bad doesn't do
down stance can go, but
good damage
it's
as
not
I thought it would.
block, it's superior block. So
it looked like it could be hella damn
it's going to give you a lot of
You
good
know,
options.
some people it can be hella toxic. I don't know.
Look at that combo chain, man. We're starting to get a little
what's
crazy
that?
with the combo
Okay.
chains. I'm
Up.
bad at
It
combo
was
chains.
up, top,
For some
up,
reason, my
side,
hands
right,
just
top, up,
I
side,
can't do
right.
it.
It's like a
But
little pattern going on here.
let's dive a little bit deeper and let's talk about some of those. For the people that really want to learn
Character
Kyoshin and really
mastery.
start just
Not gonna
dicing up
lie,
their opponents
this
into tiny
character is
little
going to give
bite-sized
me
chunks.
Kage
Let's
vibes
talk
just
about
by
some long
seeing the
combo
I
strings.
think I said
Talk about some
Kenzo in my
options
reaction.
that our players would
Keep in
have
mind, I'm
once
gonna
they
put my
get into
reaction
Kyoshin.
where in my
Yeah, just for
set list
refueling, you're about to
on
see
top of
like
this as well.
the
So
string
yeah,
length here on,
if you
on
know
what
why
you can
the
see.
video
You
is
can always
long, this
access
is
these
why.
from the advanced tactics in the training
Yeah,
menu,
this is.
so you can practice these
I
on
cannot
your own
believe
as
they
well.
put this
A
character as Kage
couple
a little bit.
minutes. It looks intimidating when
It's
you
like
first see it,
so
but
crazy.
you
Oh my
realize, oh,
god!
actually, it's dodge forward melee into guaranteed light,
Let me see how
scabbard
much
melee into guaranteed
damage.
light, hold down stance, and throw the heavy, either feint
Yeah, it
or
doesn't
don't.
do as much
And
as
if it
it doesn't
if it
do as
goes
much.
through, do
I don't know
fusion
if it's
cuts
gonna be
light,
hella
light.
toxic. It doesn't do as much damage, but you know,
I know
it
sounds
is
crazy, but
reliable
like in minutes
doing
you'll
that
be
move.
like
Feel kind of good
flowing like water
about
on this guy.
getting it though.
This,
Yeah, no,
this Kyoshin
Hope they do
is
feel
awesome
good. You know, some of the little
to hold in your hands.
Kyoshin
Yeah,
mains.
it's crazy
I'm not
because
gonna lie,
like
we're gonna
like
try this
when
character
we
out.
released like Warmonger and Griffin, I would say like compared to Kyoshin, they were a little bit easier to kind of master or kind of get the hang of, or a lot quicker. But with Kyoshin, it's a lot more tactical. There are a lot more things that you will have to
Wow, was
learn
that
in
his
order
own
to be
attack into
efficient
those lights?
with them.
Wow.
You know? So this is
I'm looking forward to seeing that upper limit on where can people
I think that was his own attack.
really show their group fighting power, their Faram moments and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to all this.
Yeah. Well, so like speaking of like group fights and stuff like that, would you say that like the character is
Oh
more
dear, get ready for them feats, baby. Get ready for them feats, baby.
For like mid stuff like that? Like where would you kind of place Kyoshin at?
It's so as we kind of go into the feats, I mean, like you're going to see a lot of like you can stall as a defensive character, you can do work in a group fight, you can open people up quite well with a kick or continue pressure with the scabbard. If you need to survive the feats and your abilities are going to allow that, I'm really hoping to see like Kyoshin played one way by this really strong player, Kyoshin played that way by a really strong player, and everyone else kind of finding like their styles and maybe new rooms that we didn't think of. So I hope that answers the question, but I'm looking forward to a variety of answers on this one.
Again, your question just adds to the versatility factor of Kyoshin. So you answered perfectly. Congratulations, that was awesome. All right, feats time. I am not going to try to pronounce any of these except for like one. So let's talk about the first feat here.
Perfect, feat 1.
Yeah, we're gonna call it feat 1 because I'm not saying that.
Kage.
I can't.
Ru. Oh god.
Japanese masters in the chat can help us out here, hopefully. But,
yeah, they're gonna Kage this shit up. Oh my god.
I'm so sorry. I would rather not embarrass myself.
It's feat 1 through development, so yeah, sorry. Let's check it out. It gets crazy. So it's a passive feat 1. Whenever you superior block, which we saw was through down stance, through superior light openers, or through your Fujin force all block heavy after down stance, activates 10 seconds.
Oh my god, was that all
your attacks have bleed from this point on. So that's good. You can poke, do a bit of bleed damage as you see here. Oof. And of course you can Fujin cut, which I thought we saw in the video, but my bad, maybe it's in the next video, or the next part of this video.
The scare is gonna be nuts.
But you can do bleed with it, which is pretty awesome.
That's awesome. 3 hits of bleed damage.
Always good.
So if you try to hit him while he's doing that, they're gonna activate it. Interesting.
Whatever that's titled.
Feat 2, passive as well. When you superior block in any of the same ways, all your attacks will do
not as much
healing.
Health, but that'll do, I guess.
Basically. So
and
as
you're also doing bleed damage as well.
Exactly. So we're watching the Kyoshin find their way out of critical damage there by healing and also stacking bleeds up on the Highlander in front of them.
Getting absolutely wreck-a-roonied.
Yes, the turnaround is pretty cool. If you played the Visions of Kyoshin, you might remember that the power you get, the Wheel of Power thing from defeating the possessed Kyoshin, gives you very much the same or very similar abilities. So that Wheel of Power is It seemed like it was just fantasy, but it's back.
It is here. Feat 3. I think I can say this one. Hikari Tsukage. I think that's what it is.
Oh god,
Hikari
Tsukage. Yeah, they're gonna. These features fucking just Kage this shit up.
Yeah, they're not impressed with us at this moment. That's for sure.
But I'm impressed with the feet though.
Okay, the symbols
yes.
on the back
so
is way
here
more
there'll be
different.
times
Way
where
more
like
upgradable.
actually, I wish I had the bleed and the heal, but I can't quite get to it. Like it's too risky. So you can actually use your feat 3 as an active feat that will launch both those abilities, which can help you heal out if you're super low and you're at the edge of a group fight and you want to just whack somebody and get some health back.
That, dude.
That's totally possible.
Yeah, this character is going to be very
also possible. And then secret technique
very
here,
helpful in the game.
For feat 1, 2, or 3.
Telling you right there.
Whenever you
unless they smart enough to them doing unblockable to stop her.
Basically,
it'll refresh. Give her kicks.
Right?
Give her your kicks.
So you're going to see
here.
That. Yeah, usually it's 10 seconds, but here the Kyoshin is like, no, I'm just going to superior block and refresh my feet.
Wow.
So if you're a master who can hold this thing somehow for the entire length of a Dominion without ever losing bleed or heal passive, I want to see that video. I wish you luck.
Absolutely. Tag us in it if you manage to be able to do it. But let's get on to Feat 4, which is actually Feat 4, which is my favorite one. I actually like this one. This one's really cool. Let's go ahead and talk about
the move game.
How this works.
Perfect. Tier 4. Basically, it sends up spikes up through any nearby enemies, and it holds them there. It does a bit of damage, and you can do an attack.
So you can get hit.
Down stance heavy into your Fujin cuts and get a bunch of damage there. I think Max boosted, but he
See, my thoughts was exactly like it'll have you trapped, but not for long.
So
yeah, I did have a little.
This is actually a really good feat for again ganking group fights.
Doesn't last very long.
Again, another thing that adds to the versatility of Kyoshin.
I give it like 2 to 3 seconds.
It can be used in so many ways, especially if you combo with like some of your other feats. It just makes the Kyoshin very dangerous in pretty much all aspects.
Okay, yeah, at least 2 to 3.
I mean, like, it's the kind of thing that I like to use when
you better be quick with
this is a fight you need to win, the big group fight. This is the time to use it.
Be on your toes,
set
baby.
things up with somebody to guarantee it, or you can do the opposite and try to pile on damage after. So try it out. You can use it for survivability, and you can combo if you've got like. If you're near enough to do any hits,
that move is
which
insane.
benefit from tier 1 or tier 2 or tier 3 and so on. So try some stuff.
Absolutely. No, this Kyoshin looks absolutely phenomenal. I'm really excited for this hero to come out. Stefan, do you have any last words that you want to say? Like, what are some things you're looking for once players kind of get their hands on
it, ladies and gentlemen.
For me, it's the creativity and the mastery.